it was going to change my life. But then it did. I was actually at my first day of university and so excited. I mean, really, talk about overeager. I'm taking notes and everything the first day. Nobody's taking notes the first day. I'm so excited. And I got home that night, and I got a lead in a film. So my second job offer was for a lead in a film, something that I had seen. The casting people in town wanted to see who this nobody was that got this plum role that they'd been pushing the regulars for. So I ended up going in to meet people and reading what was on their desk. What was on their desk was current material. So I got this lead in a film, and I thought, okay, I will get my tuition back, and I'll do this film, and then next semester I'll go to school. And I did that. And then next semester I picked my courses and I paid my tuition, and then I got another lead in a film. So I have a very strange career. People ask me, how do you get into acting? And I say, I'm so sorry, I just really don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't happen, and it was not the usual case. So I did that, and then it kept happening. I kept paying my tuition and having to get it back until I think it was 2.5 years later. So let's see. Yeah, I was doing a movie called Cold Comfort, and I had said after that movie, it was my 5th lead, I believe, and I said after this movie, I am taking a break and I'm going to school. And I got in a huge car accident and was in the hospital for 3 months, and again had to get my tuition back. So it was not meant to be for me to go to school. I still go. I took Italian at UCLA, and I took anthropology at Valley College. I just like learning. I like going to school. I like the environment, and it I don't know, it really feeds something in me. I really, really love it. But it was just not meant to be that I would do the normal university, route.
Yeah.
I just get to take courses occasionally, sadly.
But that's good, too, because you keep your mind fresh and you learn new things. And,
right.
I still do a class every now and again online, or I go to the local junior college over here and do something, So
yeah, my mother was
the
same way. My mother used to walk down the halls at high school. They'd offer adult courses, and I'd see my mother in the halls at high school. And you'd think I should have been mortified, but I was like, oh,
yeah.
Hi, Mom. She was always taking courses, always.
Well, I don't think we ever stop learning. I'm in a school myself right now. Majored in business, and I never got to get my degree after high school. And I always said, if I had that opportunity later in life, I would definitely take advantage of it. And it did present itself. So I took very much poured myself into it. I'm in my 3rd year, and I was just telling. It's funny to hear your enthusiasm about it, because I have the same enthusiasm. And I was just telling Pam earlier today that I looked, online, because all my courses are online, and I looked and they had put the new curriculum up for the spring semester, and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
As intense as last semester was, I was glad to see new material for a change.
I was going to say, she was more excited that it was an easy class.
Oh, yeah,
Don't let her fool you.
I was like,
oh, come on, I'm fine. She's still human. It's okay.
Yeah, I was taking three classes in 2 were 16 weeks and one was 8 weeks, but at some certain points it was very intense because I was taking 3 classes.
That's so great.
But I have 2, and it's like, whew, I can breathe. And the content's not going to be hard. So I love learning and I love school, and so I really can appreciate you and anyone that says that because
I did too. I took piano, and I got to actually practice on a real piano, because I grew up taking piano lessons, but it was an organ in my parents' house. So it was that split-level keyboard and not the real weighted keys. So I took piano, and I was like, oh, my gosh, you get to just go into the practice rooms and use the pianos as much as you want. It's so incredible. But, of course, that thing happens, where you sign up for a course and you never get to finish it because you get a job. So, I signed up for courses because I would never be able to finish. I was taking, painting classes, and I couldn't finish because I got a job. And, the piano classes. So it's like, if it's ever slow, just sign up for some courses.
Yeah, exactly. That is so true.
Yeah, and you never know. You may end up doing a different career, too. If you get into something else, try something new, and might find that you like it and you want to do that.
There are so many things to do. If I ever hit another really slow period, the slow periods in my career, you have to, carry on and, just hang on through them. But, the writer's strike, the SAG dispute, then the recession, that was a big slow period. But things were very different down there at that time. Whereas now, being up here, and there's so many courses I'd love to take. There's so many things I'd love to do. I mean, one of the things is getting my PI license, to be a private investigator.
Really?
I've downloaded them. I know I sound like an absolute fool, an idiot right now.
No, not at all. I think that's so cool.
The U.S. one and the Canadian one, because, I'm dual citizen, so I could do it both places, And it would just be, like, great fodder for scripts. And, there's so many things I want to do. It's ridiculous.
And you'll fit them all in. I have no doubt about that.
You'll see. If I keep having this luck with my career, I don't have time to do anything other than my day job sort of thing. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I want to say thank you so much for joining us tonight, Cynthia. It's been such a pleasure speaking with you and just thinking back to the old days. And I wondered one thing, too, with web series being so more, what should I say, they're more popular now and there's more of them. Would you ever consider doing that?
Absolutely. It would fall into like any other job that I consider. It would depend on the quality of the material, who I'm working with, but absolutely it just falls into like the norm. It's not quite the norm yet, but I don't know if it's getting there or if it'll, fade away or what the next thing will be, but absolutely it falls right into what is the quality of what you're offering and who am I working with.
Yeah, it seems to be getting more and more popular, and a lot of the actors, the soap actors, whether they're working or not working on a soap, are seeming to go towards that.
Right.
So I think it's very exciting, and now they're talking about possibly bringing All My Children and One Life to Live back on the web. So we're ecstatic.
Wow. Wouldn't that be great? Oh.
It would, because it's been such a hole in my life because I grew up on ABC soaps,
Yeah,
and
so many people would be so thrilled.
Oh, I know. And God forbid General Hospital ever got canceled. I would hope that AMC and One Life to Live would set the web series up and let it be popular, and then GH could go on there too. We've lost too many soap operas.
We will see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Now, if we could ever dig Faith back up, have zombie Faith, would you consider going back to GH?
Oh, are you kidding? Absolutely. If Faith didn't actually die, when we were shooting it, I pulled a practical joke. I kept sitting up. They had my body covered in a sheet, and I kept going, I'm feeling much better. I'm not dead yet. I'm feeling much better. And it was like really kind of bold of me to do that because the camera's rolling and that costs money. But, I was on my way out and I had to pull the joke.
I would love to see that.
Either
oh my God!
Dead or her twin sister or her surprisingly similar cousin comes to town, and yes, of course I would. Of course, I loved that show so much.
They are bringing back so many of the old characters, the core characters, to GH.
Well, put a bug in somebody's ear.
Yes, I was going to say, Frank Valentini and Ron Carlovati are on Twitter, and we're constantly saying, bring back this person, bring back that person, bring back this person. And so, I don't see why we couldn't put your name out there.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's right.
And are you ever going to get on Twitter? Some people have asked.
I just have been so busy with everything that I've been a little intimidated by the commitment of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I really sort of, I used to have a website, it still exists, but it's not long neglected at CynthiaPreston.com, so don't even go there. It's really old. But before Facebook, I would correspond with people. So I have, particularly a core group of girls that I would correspond with and that would come to all the fan club weekends and just made it really, really fun. And one of them posted a picture of us recently on Facebook, and they were all saying, we all made such great friends because of it, because they were all from different parts of the country, I think. And, I chimed in and said, you guys were the greatest. You made the message board so much fun. And look, everybody's caught on now. Everybody's doing it. They just call it Facebook. Because it's just that, technology and just that interaction is it's so much fun. And we were doing it through my message board, we called it, on my webpage, which, like I said, where there's Facebook now, you just do it. You just correspond. It's more natural. I don't have to take 6 hours on Sunday to answer questions. They just pop up all the time, and you respond to people. So it's changed. You know, everything's constantly changing, but it's always fun.
Well, you might want to stick your toe in the water and see if you're the type of person that would like to be tweeting. You know, it's not something that you have to do all the time, but I see actors that have just, you know, gotten on there, and then all of a sudden they're tweetaholics, or some of them only tweet once in a while. But it's nice because you get to interact with the fans as well, and I mean, thank God for Blog Talk that we can do this.
Right.
And let the
I have
fans
no idea.
hear from
I've never done it. I haven't followed tweets, and I have no idea. So I guess I'm a little behind the curve. I apologize.
There you go. There's another course you can take to offer that.
I don't know.
We'll give you a crash course if you ever decide. Just give us a call.
I'll call you. Yeah, I'll call you. So that's that tweet thing.
That's like the checks in the mail, right?
Right. No. Oh, no. Come on, give me some credit.
I know. We're kidding. Well, again, thank you for joining us. It was such a pleasure speaking with you.
Oh, you're lovely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And please let us know when you have some more things that are out there. You know, we're watching your IMDb and seeing that you have those things coming up, the shows and movies. And, and we'd love to have you back and talk about that once they're out and you can talk about it.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I think they pushed Carrie release to next Halloween was the last thing I heard, but I don't know. So we'll see. I'll call you. I'll let you know.
Well, it seems like an appropriate time, right?
It does. It seems like a really great choice. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if I make the final edit. We'll see how many scenes of mine are still in the movie.
Oh no! Don't say that. You'll be in it.
No, no. That's an actor's life. It's always you have to wait and see how they decided to cut the movie. Absolutely.
I know. Well, let's hope for the best.
Thank you.
So thank you again, and God bless you, and we wish you much success in 2013 and beyond.
Oh, thank you, and to you, and to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You have a good night.
All right, ladies.
Bye-bye.
All righty.
Bye.
Well, that was so much fun. Oh, my gosh, that was so much fun. You have no idea. I know because you didn't watch GH when she was on and you've seen the videos and that, but all the flashbacks of her being on General Hospital, but not only that, all the Lifetime movies that I watched with her in it were just flashing through my head as we're talking. I just love her. She's a phenomenal actress. She is successful at no matter what she does and what type of role it is, but I have to say she is the best and the baddest villainess of daytime and even primetime. I love her.
Yeah, the video clips that I saw, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And and that's one of those things, where having watched CBS Daytime and thinking of Sheila Carter being the equivalent, I'm thinking, wow. It'd be so cool if somehow, the soap could script where those two meet. And, because supposedly Sheila Carter is dead as well. So, that would be, they both rise from the dead. I mean, oh gosh. But yes, I was so impressed with her acting, and that's why I was really curious, how do you get in the moment, especially when you're in an intense scene that way, and you have to do certain things that, and your normal character as a person of who you are in real life is just off the beaten path. So, it would take a lot, I would imagine, but it just shows the immense talent that she has. So what a lovely person. Really enjoyed
That's
her.
So true. And she's the total opposite of being a villain. She's so sweet.
She's very lovely.
You just can't imagine just speaking with her for this past hour that she can play somebody so mean and so heartless.
I was like, really? So, but I'm gonna go back and watch a lot of those, those episodes with her in it, full episodes, not just the clips, to get a full feel for her character and just see the role that she played to the fullest max. But yeah, what a great person! Great interview.
Yeah, and I would love when she comes back because I'd love to see what she does with Carrie in that.
That movie in itself is going to be good because no doubt the first one was absolutely frightening. It was horrifically frightening, and and to think that they've done a remake, which now in modern day you can imagine how over the top it is going to be compared to the 70s make flick.
Yeah, because they have access to so many more things